He's had a lot of rage moments in the past too.
Mm, yeah, and that's also pretty funny. Although I've had my own rage moments, but in fact, if you go to Much Games Guides, the Much Games Guides channel, and you look for my Let's Play of New Super Mario Brothers Wii, there's one entitled "Angry Jew,"
Oh boy.
and I just raged. I was like so mad. And I mean, early on, it wasn't that apparent, but then it just built up and built up, and I just got mad.
I can't tell you the last time I got pissed. Actually, I got pissed off recently when I was playing Twilight Princess. I was doing a practice run through the Temple in the Sky, and I got to this one part, and because I'm doing a 3 heart run, and a lot of people know that 3 heart runs are kind of like really tough. Like you'll die super super fast. Well, what happened was I was about to hook shot onto a platform, and the enemy hit me as I was going up, and I got completely knocked off, and I had only 1 heart, and I died, and I had to restart the whole part again.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, the entire part, and I got really freaking pissed off. And then there was one time where I got to the boss, and my fucking game crashed.
Oh my god,
My
really?
Wii U
Crapped out.
crashed mid boss fight. Yeah, it crashed mid boss fight, forcing me to have to restart the entire dungeon again. Well, I didn't have to restart the entire dungeon, but have to go back from that dungeon to get to that part.
Wow, that's just wow.
So I was very frustrated, but normally I don't get super pissed off at my games that I play. Um, like I can't really name one time that I got really pissed off. Maybe sometimes on streams when I do stream, if I ever do stream, I will get pissed off at stupid things in games. But other than that, I don't get pissed off that easily in games at all when I LP them.
Yeah, because up until now we've talked about like where the name comes from and who your inspiration was, but this is just me talking about what I think of you. I really think you're a really, really laid back, cool guy, and the fact that you know so much about your JRPGs or whatever it is that you were doing, whether it's then or now, it's like wow. He kind of sounds like the guy that you want to hang out with when you go to.
You know, it's funny. A guy like there'd be a couple like a select few people that would ask me, "Hey, is this game any good?" I'll be like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Oh, I remember that game." You know, tell them it's a great game. Like a lot of people come to me to give them like as a reference because not for the most part as when it comes to an opinion, you should use it as a reference and not as like a thing to entitle you to go and buy the game. You should use that as a reference to know if the game is good or not. That's why you use a lot of review sites. But when people come to me and ask me, because when I LP'd Eternal Sonata, a lot of friends of mine actually went and bought the game because like they saw the game, they thought it looked fun. They're like, man, I really want to play this game now. And I told them it's great. You should play it. And I'm really happy that a lot more people are giving that game some love because it's a really good game. And there's a lot of games that I plan to play through as well that I hope it comes out the same way.
Yeah,
But I just love playing those games. I don't care about the views or anything. I don't really care. I don't even care if they have like one view. I just put up videos because it's a hobby of mine. I enjoy it. I love playing the games I play through. I just love talking to my viewers, via commentary. And people want to listen to the commentary and kind of just lay back and enjoy what they listen to and look at on the screen. I mean, hell, you don't even need to watch the gameplay to listen to the commentary. But most of the time, you do want to see what's going on.
yes,
And
exactly. And
but
go ahead.
yeah, I'm very passionate about what I do, and it's not that I'm doing it because you know people motivate me and that. It's just that I motivate myself because I enjoy what I like to do.
See now
So
that here's the thing. I really like that approach because really when I first started out, I said, I'm not trying to do this for money or for fame or anything. If I do get famous, great, but
it's like great, but like what what does that benefit you? I
well,
mean, you have a lot of subscribers, sure, but I mean,
but if I'm not having fun with what I do, it's like, what's the point of it?
the problem is that this is the problem I have with people that are getting more and more popular is that they start to lose their touch. And because they let this high amount of subscribers kind of um
Get to their head?
like give them an ego a little bit. Not to say that a lot of people have changed the more subscribers they've gotten. Hell no. I'm just saying there are a select few people that have done that, and it's just like, why should that change you? Just more and more people come across your videos because they know you're an entertaining person. But should you change yourself as a person for everyone else? That's the question that pretty much is asked by everyone. And no, you shouldn't. You should stay who you are and enjoy what you do.
Moogle, thank you very much, man.
It's no problem, man.
See, this is why I like talking to Moogle is because he has a lot of words that just resonate with you every time that I listen to him, and this. So, folks, I hope you enjoy listening to him as much as I do, and I'm talking to the viewers, by the way. But I just I enjoy listening to him because he knows what he's talking about. Because it's like some people they talk stuff and they don't know nothing.
Well,
Well, not everybody, but it's just sometimes that's what I get from certain people. But that's all I have to say about that.
I never really considered myself as the guy that's always right. I just kind of say what comes to mind, And I'm never the type of person that expects people to agree with me on things because everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Whether you agree or disagree, it's perfectly fine. And it's just like criticism. If you agree to disagree, it's perfectly fine. I'm more than happy to see what you have to say, and I'll improve as a person along the way as I go.
Same here, and you know, yeah, I should be who I am. I mean, I don't have to change for anybody, really, like you said. I mean, can I get better as a person? Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
And but for the most part, I just love to do what I do. You love JRPGs so much, and really, where did that come from?
I don't know. I feel like since I was a kid, it's really weird. Since I was a kid, I always used to watch my uncle play like Chrono Trigger, the Lufia games, which kind of became my favorite games ever. I love the Lufia series just because it's Natsume. It's kind of Natsume's approach to a JRPG, and of course, they're very underrated SNES games. They're really freaking well done, well written, great music, fantastic masterpieces of a game. Do I think the game? Do I Would I think the game um, should be panned as a masterpiece? In my opinion, I think it's a masterpiece, but to see it being popular, I'd rather not. I like because the more I see a game kind of being popular, the more I lose interest in wanting to actually play it. But ever since I've been watching him play the games, like like I've said, and there was also like Mario and stuff. I've just been really enjoying it in that. And JRPGs open you to say you're reading a book, all right? You're reading a novel. That's basically what playing an RPG is like. You're kind of you're this character, and the screen comes up, portraying this character that you are, and all the dialogue is being told through this very bright and rich story, and like it's really great to look at, especially if you're really into the story. In that nowadays in JRPGs, it's all cutscene and it's voice acted. There's there's subtitles in there telling you what's going on, and there's the characters basically express what they're doing in that. But back then, games have this expression through text,
Mm-hmm.
and the story is being told through text, and that's kind of what got me into really reading more. Is the more that I played these games, the more I started reading, and that started reading actual books and kind of just and they always say in school, books help you get smarter, gives you more insight on the world, and that, and just it's not just words on a page. There's a lot more than that. So it's that's just what kind of really got me into playing RPGs. And like I also really like the simplicity of a lot of battle systems in that, and they're just very enjoyable. And sometimes like there's action RPGs, kind of like Secret of Mana, stuff like that. I just enjoy playing those because the combat's always kind of got a strategic approach to it, and that's actually kind of why I started really liking strategy RPGs, kind of like Shining Force, Advanced Wars, Fire Emblem. I mean, God, there's so many games. There's so many strategy games under the sun now that I could name off. But I mean, let's go on from here. Like Record of Agrest War. Um, what else? Oh God, Ogre Battle 64, and Ogre Battle games in general. There's there's a lot of games um, that I could name off on the list, but I'm as I'm passionate in that, and I do want to carry on to things. I'll be quiet.
No, it's fine. In fact, I really do like the JRPGs quite a bit, and I think the best one would have to be. I would have to think it would be the oh, what's it called? The Tales of Xillia. I really like that one.
Tales of Zillius. A lot of the Tales games actually, they're really good. They're really great games. If I were to if I were to recommend a game for someone to like that are new to the series and that has a PS3, which majority of the games are on now, I would recommend getting Tales of Symphonia Chronicles because the first few games are on there, and Tales of Xillia or not. God damn it, Tales of Symphonia is a really good starter Tales game to get into because it's more simplistic compared to the other games, and
Yeah.
then obviously Dawn of the New World people panned it as a really mad game, which I agree the story is crap, but the gameplay was awesome. And then of course you got like Tales of Graces. You got which I also LP'd, by the way. I also did
Yeah.
Tales of Xillia, and then there's Tales of the Abyss, which actually is a very early PS2 game.
Tales of
There's
Vesperia.
Tales of Vesperia, yes. I have that on 360 laying around. Um, there's Tales of Xillia 2. There's Tales of Cesteria coming out, which I'm really looking forward to playing. There's like and of course the very early games. You want to go way back on the Super Nintendo, GBA, and PlayStation. There's and PlayStation 2, Tales of Legendia, Tales of Fantasia, Tales of Destiny. Like there's a lot of Tales games that go back from there, and nowadays the Tales games have evolved into just really awesome action RPGs that I think more people should get into because, of course, the fan base is growing more as the games evolve and that, and really happy about that because they deserve all the praise that they get. 'Cause they're really good games. So
Exactly, exactly. And let's see. But yeah, I can tell you have a passion for it because you just read off the list of a bunch of games that you did. I'm like, I mean, you have to have a passion for something because if you don't, it's like, what am I even here for?
yeah,
But
there's people I can say they're like big into Zelda games and name off like all the Zelda games in the past and that. And
oh my god, I can
things
just
like
think
that.
of. I mean, really, there's a lot of people that like. There's some that are into uh, massive multiplayer RPG games.